Hey, what's up? Pastor Ron here. So, over the weekend, a lot of controversy and discussion has been about the NBA All-Star basketball game. Um, as many of you know, I'm a huge basketball fan, I'm a huge sports fan. I actually started another podcast called Game Day Gospel just to rant and discuss sports. So that shows how passionate I am about sports. And one of the things that came out of the NBA All-Star game is how the players had no effort, the players didn't care. It was probably one of the worst NBA All-Star games ever, that many people have said. One team scored over 200 points, no defense, etc., etc. And throughout the day on various sports podcasts and sports shows, and even like on news shows, they've been talking about how we need to improve the NBA All-Star game. So I want to talk about various ways the NBA All-Star game has denigrated. Also, and how does this correlate to the church and to this generation? So let's talk. While I have your attention, please, before I go on, don't forget to like and subscribe. Just right down there, just subscribe. Turn on notifications so you catch every single episode of our podcast. Thank you for those who have subscribed so far. I really, really appreciate your support. It means a lot. Don't forget to comment. Let's talk in the comments, have a discussion in the comments as to what's going on. So the NBA All-Star game, slowly but surely, has denigrated. The quality of the game has gotten worse and worse throughout the years. I saw a stat on Twitter where it said in 1993 there were about 72 fouls in the NBA All-Star game, and then slowly but surely it came down to this past All-Star game. It was only three fouls. So this quality of play and this poor effort for fans, for people that just are casual viewers, has become a problem. I know the NBA, just to give a background, the NBA is really, really serious about it because of the fact their rights deals are coming up, and if they are not putting good quality out there, then they're going to be in trouble. And then networks are not going to bid as high for the rights to carry their game. So they want to make sure that this is worthwhile and the effort is being put out there. And I believe this is the same issue that we're having with load management and how players often sit down and sit out matches and sit out games because they want to rest and they want to take it slow from injuries. So I think a lot of the energy behind this All-Star game is also the same energy behind load management. I know this is not a sports podcast, but I kind of wanted to give you a background because a lot of the issues that's affecting the NBA is also affecting the church. Because I believe there is no way to fix the NBA All-Star game. There's no way to fix the NBA and load management and et cetera, because of the fact what's happening, it's not a talent issue, it's a heart issue. These folks just don't care. All they care about is getting paid. And we live in a generation where folks want to do the bare minimum but get paid the maximum. They want to just do enough just to not get fined and not get suspended, but then get these max salaries. I think that is the issue with the NBA, and this is the same issue that goes on within church, within the world. You see folks at their jobs. They just show up, not in uniform, not doing anything extra. At 5:00 p.m., they're gone. They are standing by the clock out machine, waiting to the clock out. They are doing nothing extra. Folks love to do bare minimum, and we also see it in the body of Christ. And the way it comes out in the body of Christ is that we do bare minimum. God, I came to church on Sunday. God, I gave my tithes. Now where's my blessing? God, I gave my 10%. God, I didn't miss a Sunday. So why am I going through stuff? This manifests itself, and another word for this is a spirit of entitlement. And a spirit of entitlement is one that is deteriorating this generation, deteriorating the body of Christ, deteriorating many sports. where folks feel, hey, I showed up. I'm here, so I deserve my blessing. I deserve my paycheck. I deserve attention. I deserve an award. Oftentimes you have attitudes in the church when you ask folks to volunteer and to minister, be like, Pastor Ron, you should be happy I even made it to church. You should be happy I even made it here because all I had to go through. Not to acknowledge some of the things that we battle, but I also feel like this is a dangerous demon that is affecting the body of Christ and affecting our generation, where folks feel entitled, where folks feel just because I show up, I deserve a party. And that's the same thing that happens in this generation. That every time we sit here, every time we get to a place of just showing up, we deserve accolade, we deserve a title, we deserve a party, we deserve an award, not understanding the fact that what God is seeking is us to go the extra mile. He appreciates you being here. It's great that you show up to your job. It's great that you do the bare minimum. It's great that you come to church every Sunday. But we should not feel entitled and deserve glory and praise because of the fact that we show up. And I think what's happening in the NBA, what's happening with players, is that we're sitting here, and because of all they do, they're waiting for a party. They expect something great. They expect, something good. I show up to work, so you should be happy I'm at work. No, you come to work because that's your job. You participate in NBA All-Star Weekend because the fans voting you in as part of your job description. So at the very least, if you appreciate that, you will give more effort. And no longer their effort. No longer there's an energy behind what God is calling us to do, because we feel that we've done so much because we're here. We've done so much because we're at this place. But at the end of the day, what God is calling us to do is to go that extra mile. So I think that this All-Star game and what's happening in the NBA is a microcosm of what's happening in our society, where people are just super privileged and entitled because of the fact they feel they deserve a party. Why? Because, hey, I showed up. Why? Because I'm here. So where's my party? And if you ask many of these NBA players, they don't want to be there. And they probably feel like, you should be happy I even came out. I should be out with my family. I should be taking a rest. I should be taking a break. I should be doing this and doing that. But at the end of the day, that spirit of entitlement would allow us to put some effort. Because when you don't have entitlement, what you then have is effort, and you appreciate what's given to you. Not only do you appreciate it, you preserve it. And you're grateful for it. And you put some effort behind it. No longer do we put that effort behind it. No longer that we are in the spirit, a place of entitlement, a place of appreciative of what's going on. We just sit here and say, yo, I'm out here doing what I got to do. I'm out here doing what needs to be done. And you should be happy I'm here. But God said, but there's more. But there's more. What are you doing when you show up? Because those who are entitled put no effort. I'm here, my job is done. Those who are not entitled will continue working. So be careful that the spirit of entitlement does not invade your life in any department of your life, in your walk with God, at your job, in your relationships. You do not want to feel entitled. You do not want to get to a place where you believe and you feel that we're lucky to have you here. Because sometimes that spirit will cause you to miss out on God. Sometimes that spirit will cause you to miss out on what God is doing. So I felt this was a good opportunity to bring these two concepts together. And I pray that it blesses you. I pray that it encourages you. I pray that it pushes you to continue to be grateful for whatever God is doing in your life. Because we're lucky and we're privileged. And we don't want us to ever be at a place of being entitled. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and talk to me in the comments. God bless you. I love you.